Hi guys, welcome back. So today I thought I should give you a quick update on how things are going with Kickstarter. As you know, we are fully funded and have been for about a month now. I now have received the money and the manuscript is with the proofreaders. If you pledged with the Kickstarter, you've been keeping an eye on how things are going, then you know that the book is already with the proofreaders and is in process of being completed. As you all know, if you were involved at all with the Kickstarter, the book is already edited. So everything's already done, it's already written and edited and almost ready to go. But as always, before you can go to print, you have to go to proofreading. So right now it is with two separate teams of proofreaders who are checking through the manuscript for typographical errors and little things that me and my editor may have missed along the way. It's actually a super important step and something that I highly recommend you do if you're a self-publisher. If you couldn't afford editing, then at least go through your own manuscript as many times as you possibly can and hire a proofreader. A lot of the times proofreaders are not that expensive, honestly. They're usually much cheaper and don't take too terribly long to get your manuscript edited. So that's generally a really good idea, is to at least get a proofreader to go through your manuscript and make sure you don't have any glaring typographical errors. One thing that we writers know very well is that when we are editing our manuscripts, we read the sentences the way that we meant them to be read, which sometimes means that they're not actually written the way they should be written to be understood the way we meant it to be understood. So just something to keep in mind for your future projects, and then you know for right now, we are in the proofreading phase, and that's kind of where we're going to be for a little bit. I am hoping that we'll be done with the proofreading phase in maybe one more month. My manuscript is quite long. It is about 200,000 words, which is a lot. It's kind of what's taken a lot to get this project off the ground to begin with, is it's a very long manuscript. So I have given the proofreaders a little extra time to do their work, plus with everybody working from home right now, a lot of times it's easier if you have a bigger amount of time before your deadline. And then I haven't actually found a printer yet, which I will get to in a minute. Moving forward, I am currently working on the chapbooks. For those of you who are in the higher pledge tiers, there are chapbooks of short stories that go with each of the novels. Most of the short stories are written. One of them I'd want to rewrite, and there is one that I really thought I wrote and apparently I didn't, so I need to go back and write that one. But right now those are in the editing phase, and I'm going to start on the interior formatting for those as well. Cayau itself is fully formatted, so that manuscript is already in book form basically. It just needs to, once it's done with the proofreaders, it can go to print and we can get a copy right and be pretty much good to go there. But I need to get the chapbooks done. Of course, I need to get the pendants made for the higher pledge tiers as well. So most of the short stories, as I said, are written. One of them I want to rewrite. When I originally wrote it, I thought it was a really good story, and I just don't like it. It's just one of those things that when I go back and read it, I'm like, what is this? I don't like this. So I'm gonna rewrite that one and make it match the rest of the series a little better. And then of course I have to write that last one, which I believe is for Dur. I'll have to double check on that, but I think it's for Dur. But once I'm done with the editing on those and the writing on those will also have to go to a proofreader, but that shouldn't take long, because I think total it's around 20 to 30,000 words. So that won't take very long for, no, it's not even that long, is it? No, it's about 20 to 30. Yeah, I was right, somewhere in there. So it shouldn't take very long for proofreading or for editing, really. So yeah, we should be pretty close to being done. If you guys remember, I started writing this series out of order. I started with Cayau, which is the third book in the series chronologically. And I started releasing the books before I had finished writing the series, which I will tell you right now, I don't recommend that anyone do that. I get really mad at myself a lot that I did that because it's been really, really, really difficult to edit it, and it's been really difficult having to match my newer books and my newer vision with the vision that I had almost 10 years ago at this point. So I don't recommend that you do that because it's been quite a challenge for me with Cayau and with the chapbooks, because the chapbooks are matching with the newer vision that I have for the series. So in some cases, the chapbooks will match a little bit better with the newer editions of the books, which will hopefully be out sometime soon. I still haven't found an agent. I am still looking, but it's a process, and I haven't really gotten that far yet, unfortunately. But I am working on query letters this week, and we'll hopefully be sending some more out in the next few days, and we'll see. I will definitely keep you guys posted. I'll let you know if and when I find an agent and when we actually get the ball rolling on the rest of the novels. But back on track with the Kickstarter. Once the short stories are done, and really probably even while I'm working on them, I am finishing up the interiors of both things. So Cayau is essentially done. There's a couple little tweaks I need to make, and then I'm going to have to make the changes from the proofreaders, and the short stories still need to be formatted, and I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and format them and then send them to the editors and proofreaders like that, so that we can just edit directly in the formatted files, and it'll be quicker to get everything going. Once all of that is done, I'm going to go find a printer. I have a few in mind that I am looking at using, but again, I haven't picked one out yet. There were a few that I've worked with Rad Writing, so I'm probably going to go with one of them, but I want to do a little bit of checking around to find a good deal, because everything is quite expensive, and shipping right now has been a little ridiculous. And if you didn't know, shipping books is quite expensive, so having to get them printed and then shipped here, it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but we're going to get it done. It should be done soon. I am extremely hopeful that it will be done and printed this fall. I can't make any promises on that. That is right now kind of my optimistic guess, is that early to mid fall I should have all of them. I should have everything done. I should have everything in my possession. I can register for the copyright, and I can ship books out to you guys. Which reminds me, in case you didn't know, you can't register for a copyright until your book is published. Which I think is mildly annoying and weird, but you can't actually, so I can't actually get a copyright until I have the book printed. Which is, it's annoying, but so it'll be counted as the last book that Rad Writing ever publishes. I will be publishing it through Rad Writing, and I'm using Rad Writing's contacts to get everything done, but technically I guess it would be more categorized as self-published, so that I can get the copyright and get all of that squared away with the legal side of things before I go and continue my hunt for a new publisher. So fortunately for me right now, editors still work from home. So editors haven't really taken a break during this whole pandemic and the world is upside down issue. So I can still get stuff done. I am still working with a couple of editors to get my other manuscripts completed. And I'm hoping this time my intention is to have all of the rest of the books fully edited, so that when I find a new publisher, I just have everything ready to go, and if they want to take another pass at it with one of their in-house editors, we can do that. But that's my goal. I'm working with editors who are friends of mine, so I'm getting a good deal on everything. Same with the proofreading. I think that printing is really going to be the only thing that I don't have like an insider thing on, where I'm not getting an amazing deal with anything, but at least I'm getting it printed. So yeah, so I'm working on the cover design right now, and we'll hopefully have the back cover text to you guys in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to run it by some beta readers first. I know there are people who have already read the manuscript. Shocker. so I will see what they think of my back cover copy before I share it with you guys, but that should be probably within the next month. I'm hoping to do monthly updates on here for you guys, so you guys have a better idea of what's going on and what's to come. And yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. Just for the record, if you did back the Divine pledge tier, which is the ebook tier, I will be waiting to send you the ebooks until I have the print copies. Primarily because I think it'll be logistically easier if I send everything to you at once, like I'm doing with everything else. Everybody else is getting physical stuff, you guys are getting digital, but I'm gonna wait and send everything out at once rather than have some people getting digital stuff early and then the physical stuff being later. I don't wanna put one group above the other, so everything's gonna be sent out at once. If you really want to start reading the series before Cayau comes out, leave me a comment or shoot me an email. My email address is in the description box down there, and I can see if we can work something out to get you some of the ebooks before Cayau, but that wouldn't be ideal for me because I would need to really meticulously keep track of what all I'm sending and where I'm sending it to, and it's just easier if I can do everything at once. But if you're super stoked, let me know and I'll see what I can do. I know the ebooks aren't available anywhere right now, so if you want ebooks, you have to come straight to me. I still have to make the pendants for the upper tiers as well. Hopefully I'm actually going to do that tonight. So I might, you'll see them in a video probably, because planning on doing a video where I'll show you a lot of the stuff I've made with chainmail since I started chainmailing. So that should be really fun too. Again, I will keep you guys posted as much as I possibly can about this Kickstarter and where we're going with everything. Proofreading takes a little while, so it'll be a bit, but I will try to keep you guys updated as much as I can as far as when everything is going to be done and when everything's ready for print. Hopefully only a couple more months before we're all done. There's not really a way to tell for sure or gauge exactly how long it's going to be. Again, I'm going to start contacting printers in the next couple of weeks to get the ball rolling, but it all kind of depends on when the proofreaders finish with the manuscript. So that's all I have for now, but thank you all again so much for pledging and helping out with the release of Cayau People Among Us. I am so excited to get this book into your hands. I hope that you all love it as much as I do, and maybe even more. It was such a challenge to write, such a joy to write, and I cannot wait to see what you guys think of it. Really, it's such a good story, and I'm so excited to see if you guys like it. So thank you again so much for helping out with this and for understanding and your patience as we get the ball rolling and get everything figured out. Hopefully not too much longer. Again, I'll try to do video updates at least monthly, and I will do a big ol' video update when we're ready to ship, when I have the print copies in my hand, because I think that'll be super fun. So thank you all again so very much. Thank you guys for watching. If you have other stuff that you want to know about the Kickstarter, if you have questions about anything, if you didn't get to join in on the Kickstarter but you want a copy of the book, contact me and I'll see what I can do. I might have a couple of spare copies. I'm not sure yet, but I might. It's possible. So shoot me a message and I'll get you on the list for additional people. We have enough in the pledge fund now for printing the copies I need to get copies to everybody who pledged and to keep a few copies for myself. But if anybody wants more copies, I can definitely try to get you in there as well. Just let me know. Send me an email, preferably an email. It'd probably be easier for me to keep track of, but you can also leave a comment down below and I will try to get back to you. I usually reply to most of my comments. I'm around. Anyway, thank you guys again so very much. Proofreaders are slow, and it's fine. Because I'm not done with short stories yet either, so it's also on me. Slow pokes over here. But thank you guys. Hope you have an amazing weekend, and I will see you next time.